when you're crying and you're upset because your baby's sick and it's 9 o'clock at night, they'll call you back. They'll be like, okay, this is what you need to do. You need to call the doctor. You know, you need to, did you take her temperature? You need to calm down, it's gonna be okay. And just hearing it's gonna be okay from somebody else when you're all alone with a newborn baby that's sick makes a world of difference.
Well, Family Services is an organization in this community that's very unique because its focus totally is on saving and supporting children and families in the community. Well, one of the ways Family Services really supports families in the community is that we've learned over the years, I've learned over the years, that you can, if you support children and families when they start, when they first become born and their families are struggling, you'll help them become far more successful families. Healthy Families program is a very good example. What we do is try to identify high-risk families, and they're families that are likely to have really some serious trouble in raising their children. And when we identify those families, we offer services to them to support them, to teach them how to be good parents. We know if we do that at the beginning, we will prevent tremendous amounts of problems in families.
I just got married I was married for about a year. And I got pregnant, and my ex-husband, my husband at the time, had substance abuse issues, and he wasn't very supportive. I didn't have any family here, and I didn't know what to do. I was completely alone, and I was pregnant. I was highly medicated for mental illness. I didn't know about any resources in town. I didn't know how I was going to, I didn't have a car, I didn't know how I was going to get to my appointments. I was lost, I was completely lost.
And the idea that if there's not enough money, that these children are going to suffer, and then they may not have food to eat. They may not be healthy because nobody told them of a resource to get, you know, medical assistance or food stamps or housing. And then the cycle of abuse just...
If it hadn't been for Healthy Families, they taught me how to be a parent. They taught me the resources that were available to me. They taught me how to be self-confident, how to be self-reliable. They gave me all the parenting skills I needed. I remember the one thing, I was so overwhelmed. It was just so much going on. And I remember that Becky told me, the one thing she said, I said, how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? And she said, all you have to do is remember that you just put her first. Just put that little girl first in everything you do. Shandy is 5. She will be 6 November 1st. I call her my miracle baby. She was born with some complications. She had to have a couple surgeries as a baby. She's fully recovered. And then Caleb, he turned 2 in June, and he just is a boy. He runs around like crazy. It's incredible, but I feel completely blessed.
Another area in the agency that we focus on is homeless youth. Many times we find that families, for whatever reason, maybe they can't support their children, they basically abandon their youth on the streets in our city of Green Bay. Also, we find that many times our foster care system, when children turn 18, they basically are turned out by themselves without any other types of support. So we find these kids hopping from house to house in the community or car to car, spending nights trying to survive. What we try to do is offer the kids the opportunity to go into an independent living situation, an apartment situation, which we support. And we offer them services to help them plan for independent living. We teach them whatever skills they need to survive. We help them get the education they need if they need to get prepared for a job. We help them find jobs. We help them do their planning for their bills and things like that. Basically do everything we need to do to make sure that they are successful in becoming independent. Without this kind of service, again, the kids are really in jeopardy of living on the streets and have some really bad things happen to them. So we feel very strongly that we need to support them to get them launched into the community successfully. Without community support, we can't make that happen, regardless of how hard we try. The needs are growing out there in the community. I think everybody knows that. We see children that are having some pretty bad experiences and families that are falling apart. We know we need to invest in them, and we know we need to have community support in order to do that. So we need your support to make that happen.
Family Services is a group of individuals that they really care about the community. They really care about giving back, and they really care about the kids that are being raised. They care about what's going on, you know, and they do the very best they can.